Already in this course, we've run across some terms that may be unfamiliar to you. You too will probably run across these same terms when you're working with Flash Video, probably sooner rather than later. And you'll need to have some familiarity with these terms and the technologies behind them to get the results that you're looking for. So let me spend some time in this section of the course reviewing in more detail the more important of these terms. Let me start with bit rate. Bit rate is a measurement here that you'll see in the encoding window of the import wizard. All this stuff that says medium, low, or high quality refers to the bit rate. In digital multimedia, bit rate represents the amount of information or detail that is stored per unit of time of a recording. So when this says medium quality, I'm going to be getting a medium amount of information. High quality is more, and low quality will be less amount of information per unit of time. This bit rate depends on several factors. The original material may be sampled at different frequencies. These samples may use different numbers of bits. The data may be encoded by different schemes, and the information may be digitally compressed by different algorithms to a much less or higher degree. Bitrate is quantified using the bit per second unit, or some derivative such as megabits per second or kilobits per second. Here notice that when I choose quality medium, my kilobits per second goes to 400. High is 700. I can also choose a custom bit rate and enter in the number of kilobits per second. While often referred to as speed, bit rate does not measure distance over time, but quantity over time, and thus should be distinguished from the propagation speed, which depends on the transmission medium and has the usual physical meaning. You can think of bit rate as the amount of data transferred per second. 1,000 bits equals 1 kilobit per second. 1,000,000 bits equals a megabit per second. When you encode Flash video, you specify a bit rate for the encoding. You want to choose a bit rate appropriate to your audience. For example, if most of your visitors are likely to be using a 56 kilobit per second modem, you don't want to provide video encoded at a bit rate of 2 megabits per second. To give you an idea of the range of bit rates that you'll run across, I've prepared this little chart for video, MPEG-2 video. 16 kilobits per second represents video phone quality. This is probably the minimum necessary for consumers to think of acceptable talking head pictures. 128 kilobits to 384 kilobits per second is business-oriented video conferencing systems, probably something similar to the video that you're listening to right now. 1 megabit per second is VHS quality, 5 megabits per second is DVD quality, and 15 megabits per second is high-definition TV quality. You'll also notice here in the encoding window of the import wizard something called keyframes, keyframe placement. So let me talk about keyframes, and I'll do this in the next movie.